Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be starting the Saga of Tanya the Evil, episode 1. I said I was going to at least try episode 1 after I did the opening and ending reaction, and if you haven't checked that out, definitely check out that video. It gave me some interest, and you guys actually were very interested in this. I guess I should expect that. We've done Overlord. We're in the middle of doing ReZero, some other shows that were kind of recommended in the same vein or in the same type of group. This one is pretty short, and there's supposed to be a season 2 soon, so it's now, I guess, the perfect time to react to this. I am ecstatic because the opening and ending gave me a lot of questions. So I'm very interested to see where this goes. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check out the Patreon if you want to watch the full reactions, exclusive shows, watch ahead on there. And let's go ahead and start. All right. Okay, so we got an old-time war. Feels very World War I, World War II. Kind of the feeling I got from the opening and the ending. God damn. They're just gonna throw us into the thick of it. So is this gonna be fully focused on war and fighting like this? That's what I was curious about. And how does the little girl come into play? Oh. Bailout? Okay. Okay, so I was about to say, I did a double take on the mage thing. Though it makes sense, like, I was waiting. When I saw in the opening and the ending, it was very focused on this, like, you know, World War I, World War II. I can't say that enough. Like the old school type battles like that. So I was wondering, is this gonna be that, or is it gonna, but everyone associated this with other like isekais and stuff and shows with magic. So I was like, where's that? Maybe it's just like there isn't any magic, but right when they said mage there, okay, so there's gonna be some type of magic used in this. Now I'm wondering, how is it gonna be utilized? We saw right there kind of like some floating, maybe like some, I don't know, floating type shoes. Whoa. Maybe it's like magic infused weapons and armor and stuff. Okay, so there's that little girl. Oh shit. Oh, one shot? Oh shit! One shot! So something magic infused or into the weapon. So is she like the general or the, okay, commander? How old is she? She must have been thrown a weapon at birth. Here, learn this. I mean, she seems legit. Saga of Tanya the Evil. All right. その国は帝国と呼ばれていた。帝国、それは勝利である。と豪語するに足る絶大な国力と軍事力。All right, so it's a full-on war. 多数の魔導士と俊英の参謀将校を要する彼らは、しかして四方の列強すべてが仮想敵国であった。中央本体の集中的な機動運用により敵を各攻撃発戦とするはずだった。It's a big game of Risk. Except your commander is a little girl. she must have some like military parents or influence for sure to get to that rank that young.
潜伏と鉄道ダイヤの調整もあり、再配置には2週間ほど必要か。完全に隙を突かれたとしか。
Of course, war is just a big game of chess. Now we just need to play 4D chess and everything will be fine.
共和国に動員の兆しなし。そう判断した上官らを翻意させられなかった我々のミスだ。もはやプラン315は機能していない。地対防御では間に合わない以上、機動防御戦へ移行させるしかなかろ
う。ですが、ライン戦線の現状では困難です。消耗した現地部隊の限界を超えているかと。
すでに根こそぎかき集めて予備戦力を用意した。時間稼ぎ程度にはなる。報告によれば投入部隊はすでに半数が。
Well, yeah, that's not good.
ライン戦線はさながら地獄。
Normally, that's like leading to, yeah, losing a war. And you say, oh yeah, 50% of your soldiers are already dead or gone or hurt. Now, how much damage did the enemy take? You know something that like I've noticed so far in this show? Take out like the little girl and then them floating like that, and I would just think we're in a regular world with no, like, we're just in, you know, the real world doing a big battle. Like everything else is very grounded in like to real life. At least it feels very real life aspects and stuff. Like I wouldn't see it any other way. But then you add this in and I'm like completely okay. There's some magic, there's some crazy shit going on. I just that's what takes me out of that completely. Though I'm not complaining. If we needed a definition of anime eyes, she would be that definition right there. I mean, both of them, but hers I noticed right away. Yeah, you don't want to piss her off. She just looks, yeah, like, that's what I noticed in the opening. Those faces look scary as hell. She looks like she could go off pretty easily. Damn. War doesn't sleep. Huh.
我が軍に命令違反をする士官候補生は必要ない。
あれは歩兵隊を叩こうと。どれだけの歩兵がやられたかご存知でしょう。
言いたいことはそれだけか。軍隊とは組織。
Yeah.
必要なのは規則。以上だ。
This is more of like an old school type military. Yeah, you.
納得できません。
This is how you get thrown in the brig and shit.
召喚は志願して前線へ赴いたのです。もとより勝つか死ぬかの選択肢しかありません。
再び上官の命令に逆
らう。That doesn't seem like a good idea.
機関らの意思は尊重しよう。だが、ある程度の処罰は覚悟しておけ。
Okay, that's already a little bit different than a regular military, because yeah, you'd be court-martialed possibly in the brig, going against stuff in a war zone, like orders and stuff. Oh yeah, that'd be bad. That's a lot of names to remember.
そうか、お前は同期だったな。二人とも本日付で後方に転属だ。
後方ですか？
ああ、今頃は統治下の中で待機している頃だろう。転属はデグレチャフ少尉の愚信によるものだが、
Okay, so she sent them there.
はい。てっきり厳しい
That's
処罰
better
が
than it could have
下る
been.
と思っていましたが
Yeah, way better. No, right when she said what she said, I knew they weren't gonna get punished.
安全な後方に送るなんて。
God damn. I like how they've kind of thrown us into this giant battle that could sometimes normally be at the end of a season or something, but instead we're getting this episode 1.
Hi.
非常補修だ。
敵魔導2個中隊と不意遭遇戦に突入。砲兵で敵を叩こうにも観測手の魔導士が狙われ弾着観測ができないそうだ。
敵の観測所狩りですか。
そういえばデグレチャフ少尉は以前北方で経験済みだったな。
はい、二度とごめんですが。
我々は直ちに進発し観測要員を救援する。何か質問は？
地帯ならともかく救援は難しいでしょう。
おお、その95式をもってしても
Type 95?
召喚はともかく
What is
セレブレ
that?
甲府5長は限界です。救援に出た挙句部下と救助対象を死なせるような無能にはなりたくありません。
中隊長殿、志願します。私も救援任務に志願します。中隊長、どうか行かせてください。
だそうだ、少尉。配慮はわかるが、本人もこう言っているんだ。
了解しました。
Huh. Another thing I'm surprised that actually works. In the military, screaming that you'll go no matter what.
ありがとうございます。
5長、本当に覚悟はできているのだな。はい。
Gotta appreciate her commitment, though.
では仕事の時間だ。
Okay, final battle time, episode 1.
こちらブラボー01。現在敵魔導士の攻撃により弾着観測ができない。増援はまだ来ないのか。
コマンドポストよりブラボー01。現在205魔導中隊が向かっている。403魔導。
That's the only thing that leads me into like fantasy world. Saying the word mage and the little bits of, you know, floating and stuff that we've seen in the oh god damn. And that's a poop. Whoa, what the fuck are they sitting on?
帝国魔導士は優秀だと聞いていたが、噂も信用できんな。ショーン、さっさと残りの観測士を探し出せ。
I'm still trying to kind of figure out how magic works in this world, because we've seen it used like them floating, and the way we saw Tanya do that shot or whatever was called like a spell. I'm wondering, can anyone do magic? Is it something that's an actual skill, or is it implemented into the weapons? Because I haven't seen a good like example of it otherwise. So that's really all I have to go off of yet. Yeah, they're all like magic infused shots. It's like doing mini fireballs for a shot. Fire one, fire one.
友軍加速士はロスト。
なんたることだ。
引き返しますか。
いや、間に合わなかったのはいかんだが、すでに敵の照射圏内。給料分の仕事はせねばなるまい。
That is kind of cool though. I mean, it's pretty much it's flight.
敵
Yeah.
中隊を相手にするなど。
覚悟はできている。そういったはずだが。相手は消耗の激しい長距離行軍中。その上、こちらの観測手狩りで火力を消費している。賞賛は小さくない。
You would think there's maybe a magic limit too? Like, do they use mana and have limits?
まったく、サラリーマンも辛いものだな。
Salary. You're on salary, meaning you have to work many, many hours and not get any more money.
敵増援とおぼしき魔導反応が急速接近中。
Magic metal little horse things. Looks like a chess piece, honestly. Like you're on a horse chess piece from that shot. Holy hell. Dodge skill. You put all your points into that. But you had points left over. So, oh shit, there's that evil. Oh shit. She can solo this shit. That evil smile. Now I get the name of the show here. Like, even, I don't know if I would call her evil yet, but that smile in itself is pretty fucking evil looking. Well, she tears up the oppressors here and her opponents. Yeah, she is soloing. I'm guessing to do some big ass shot, which would be the best to hit a wide range. How is that magic like infused too or being used? I guess there's no room for conversation. Oh, whoa. Okay, so it was a... She wasn't even that far off, too. Whoa. Magic barrier or something. Okay, now this is looking more like real magic. Holy shit. Okay. These are like the high level casts. It's time to farm. That is gonna hit so much. Yeah, it's gonna spread, right? Yup. Now that's Fire 4. Ah, that's Napalm. Holy shit. Okay, that is death. Holy shit. They are incinerated. That is a sad, ashy death. She's got to be like, I don't know, 7? 8? Maybe. Unless this is like a 1,000-year-old lolly situation. If not, yeah, this kid's like 7 or 8.
これはとある戦闘後に回収された演算宝珠の記録です。このような魔導士一人にあの106中隊が壊滅させられたそうです。
Holy hell.
当該魔導士の出現が確認されたのは2ヶ月前。詳細は不明のネームドですが、自軍における2つ名は。
Wait. Just 2 months ago? Huh. What was she doing before that?
戦線への中央本隊の再配置は無事に完了したそうです。
この借りは秘蔵のワインでどうだ。あいにく酒は勝利の時まで控えている。堅物め。レルゲン中さ、何か気になることでも？
いや、ただ
なんだ。
はい。この報告書によれば、ライン戦線にはターニャ・デグレチャフ少尉が配属されていると。
クルストとハラルドが戦死。
大気中の統治下に敵の砲弾が直撃したらしい。
So much for being safe in the rear.
そんな。
That was my first thought. Like, I was thinking, like, you're saying that you're dead, like you're safe in the rear, and I forgot what the exact words there was before that, but it pretty much, oh, they'll be safe. Like, that's like death flag. Okay, they're definitely gonna die or something's gonna happen there. Yeah, that felt like a guarantee.
Yeah,
maybe not death, but a big battle at least.
召喚は以前デグレチャフ少尉を見かける機会がありました。
失礼します。小隊長殿に報告したいことが。
なんだ。
実はクルスト伍長とハラルド伍長が
死んだのか。
どこでそれを？
聞かなくとも自明だろう。動かない統治下など砲兵にとって格好の的。
Wait, so she sent them there on purpose? Knowing that they were gonna get targeted? Oh, she definitely did. Maybe that evil smile's justified. Oh shit! Oh shit! That is an evil ass smile! Oh yeah, just remind you, this program is fiction. This would not actually happen in real life. This might actually, there will not be some random girl in the form of a little girl, possibly a monster, be ravaging the land and slaying things. And they definitely wouldn't be in the military. Holy hell, okay. First episode kind of defined. I don't know if this is gonna be the entire show, but I thought there was gonna be like a lot of these type of battles. I just didn't think it was gonna be right away. Like the opening and ending showed like a war zone and this little girl, but we got everything all in the first episode. And I was wondering about that smile because that felt, I mean, obviously evil is in the name of the title, but also that smile looked the most evil, for lack of a word, I've seen in a while on a person. It makes it even more crazy and just like mischievous and devilish on like that type of character, a little girl like that. So, but yeah, no, that was planned, prepped. I wasn't expecting that type of thought process from her, even though she seems intelligent. To be able to get to a rank that high makes sense. But like for her to put them, they went against her orders. And then I thought maybe in some sense she actually, because they did that, like, sent them to a spot and maybe utilized them later or something. But no, it was all planned and it was all punishment, honestly, for doing that. That is a very calculated, processed mind. We saw chess in the very beginning and I joked about 4D chess. She might be playing 560 fucking chess. Very good first episode. Has me intrigued. If you want more of this, make sure to let me know in the comments. Comment, hype the video, like everything really helps these type of shows. So definitely do that. Check out the Patreon if you want to watch ahead early. We have a bunch of full reactions there and exclusive shows. That link will be down below. Thank you for watching and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.